What's up, guys? I just woke up. It's about 5:58. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning. Last night was so crazy. I stopped um, at about 5 o'clock yesterday. Um, I'm not sure where I'm at. I stopped about 5 o'clock at, let me see, at so I'm somewhere around Clifton. I'm just about a mile outside of Clifton, Kansas, and I'm on, I guess, Highway 9, and there's a creek that runs outside of town, about a mile outside of town, the east side of Clifton, and it's I guess it's called Parison's Creek, and so I stayed at the second bridge, not the bridge that goes over Parison's Creek. But I stayed at the second bridge, and last night, well, okay, I stopped at like 5 o'clock to change my sprocket size so that I have a better sprocket on the bicycle, more powerful, gearing, something that'll make it up hills and stuff like that. And I I didn't get finished until like 7 o'clock, 7:30, something like that. And I decided I would set up camp, right here next to the bridge and everything. And it was just like so wild. I heard all kinds of wildlife last night. Um, I heard coyotes all night. Just I heard them just not very far over in this direction towards the east. Um, and they would group together here, and then I would hear them jump through the water and come through the creek, and I would hear them making different sounds all around me, and I'd hear something hit the tent, or there's like lines, strings that go from, that hold the tent, and something popped the tent last night. I heard these coyotes all around me. Um, I'm guessing they were coyotes, and then they uh, they would group back up, and they would just get real loud, or they would group up over here and get real loud, and then I guess they would break off, and it's like I don't know if coyotes do this, but it's like they would make noises like the owls would make. But I did hear some owls in the woods, so I don't know if they were the owls. And this went on for a long time. I want to say all the way till about 2 o'clock at night. And I slept off and on. There was at one point I told you about, it sounded like something ran into one of my guidelines on my tent. Uh, it sounded like at one point something, I was asleep and I heard the tent, something smack the tent, and it woke me up. And I laid there. But I also grabbed my flashlight and I shined it out my door, and something was trying to look under my rain fly, underneath the rain fly, to find out what was in here. And I don't know if them coyotes were all running around trying to check out what was going on in here or what, but that's what was happening last night. So, and then at 2 o'clock, a little after two, I woke up at 2 o'clock after something hitting the tent, and I was just like kind of nervous, freaking out a little bit, you know. And so I just sat there or laid there still listening, and I tried scaring this stuff off, you know, by shaking the tent and stuff like that. They were just persistent. I mean, real persistent. And then I heard something like, it sounded like something galloped up and like made like a kind of like a horse. It reminded me of a horse, how they make that noise, you know, like just blowing air noise. So I thought maybe this horse had scared him off. And then, but I mean, it was in the middle of the night and I heard it. It was something big, and I heard it walking through the woods over here, um, to the south of me, and it was walking through the woods and just like breaking branches, and you know, you could hear it moving through the brush, and I was just like, oh my gosh, you know. So I don't know if there's any bear in these parts or what, but the coyotes bolted um, southeast, and they took off. So I just heard this loud, big animal moving to the south of me. I don't know what it was. I didn't get out. I didn't look, but there were tree branches breaking. And then, like 20 feet away from me, there's a fence, a barbed wire fence, and I could hear that barbed wire rustling against against the posts. So I knew it had gone over that barbed wire, either went over it or was right there next to it. And then I heard my bicycle trailer. It sounded like the nylon on it, something was checking it out. So I was nervous. I mean, it was something really big that scared them coyotes away, because they took off whenever they heard it, and they left, and they went southeast. And this thing was just south of me, about, I want to say, like 15, 20 feet away from my tent, and it was checking out my bicycle and my bicycle trailer. So I was so nervous, I didn't know what to do. I mean, all I had was my pocket knife and my little camp light, and I guess it noticed that I was here. My stomach was growling last night, and I just couldn't be quiet. I mean, my stomach was growling. I was trying not to breathe loud at all. It was just so silent. I could hear it moving through the weeds just 20 feet in front of me. I didn't know. I didn't look. I couldn't see outside of the rain fly. There's no windows or anything. I'm kind of thankful. I didn't know what it was, but I guess it heard me, and it jumped back whenever, it heard me about a couple steps, and it got quiet, and I didn't hear anything after that. I mean, whatever this big thing moving through the brush was, it got quiet after that, and it was able to move through the brush without me hearing it. And then I heard, after about 30, 40 minutes of quiet, I finally heard something moving through the creek, through the water, and that's about 100 feet away. So that was a relief, and I didn't hear the coyotes again after that. It was about 4 in the morning after I heard something cross the creek, and that's whenever I finally went to sleep again, and I just woke up at about 5:45, 5:50, and I'm so glad it's morning. I am so glad it's morning. I did not enjoy last night. It was the scariest camping night. I felt like I was stalked by all kinds of wildlife last night. And maybe it'd be different if I had like some kind of pistol on me or some kind of weapon to protect myself. But yeah. Anyway, that was how my night went last night. It's May 16th, Saturday. May 16th, it's 6:11 in the morning, 6:12, and I'm going to pack up my camp, and I'm going to get ready to get back on the road. I'm excited to get to civilization, out of the country, or I'm ready to get back to civilization, out of the country, or I'm going to set some traps. I mean, like, I'm going to have to figure out how to set traps where if anything comes in here, they're going to be trapped, and they're going to die, or they're not going to be able to get me. You know what I mean? Something. I'm going to have to figure something out, because that was pretty wild. Anyway, we'll see y'all later to the next video. Subscribe to my channel and like my videos. See you later.